Hey everyone, this is Lukas Schwekendiek, and today I wanted to talk to you a little bit about taking things easy. A lot of the times we stress out way too much over certain things. We try to be a certain person, try to do certain things, try to achieve in a certain way, or try to meet a certain standard or expectation for ourselves. And in that attempt, we stress a lot. We do a lot of things, we try really hard, and oftentimes it ends up with us doing worse because of that stress, because of that extra amount of effort that we put in for the wrong reasons. We usually end up um, almost inviting the failure in. It's like saying, our mind is all the time focused on these negative things that we're trying to avoid. And that's why we pressure ourselves so much. But because of that, we see more proof in our mind attempting to confirm the belief via confirmation bias to show us these negative things. And in that way, it often becomes a lot harder to actually do things. And to kind of counteract this, you want to try to take things easy and just let go of all of these things that you're harboring. Let go of the stress, let go of the need to do this, let go of the expectations, let go of whatever you can, and do it because you choose to. And no other reason. If you've seen the trilogy The Matrix, spoiler alert if you haven't, but at the very end, Neo fights Mr. Smith, and they fight and they fight and they fight, and throughout the whole series, a lot of stuff happened, but at the end, Neo just keeps getting up, right? He keeps standing up, he keeps fighting, and to Mr. Smith, the program, that seems so irrelevant, because in his mind, there's no point to it. He's weaker, he will lose, already lost the love of his life, like everything Neo had is already gone. So what is he fighting for? And he just doesn't get it and keeps asking, why do you persist? And Neo at the end just says, because I choose to. And that's such a powerful line in the whole trilogy, to be honest, because it just shows that he doesn't need to have a reason anymore. There is no point. It's just his choice. He knows he doesn't have to. But he decides to because that's what he thinks is worth it. And that's all you need. You don't need any external pressures, no intrinsic motivation. You don't need all of this extra fluff. All you need is just a choice. If you choose to do this, if you want to do this, then go ahead and do it. That's it. Everything else is just a bonus at best. And most of the time it just stresses you out anyway. So if you're feeling like if you're feeling too much pressure for anything, if you feel like you're not really getting into the swing of things with your work, or if you feel like you're procrastinating a lot, or if you feel like you're not doing what you're supposed to do, try taking the edge off. Try making things a little easier. And just do it. If you've seen the Shia LaBeouf, sorry for pronouncing that wrong, but if you've seen that video from, I don't know how old it is now, from a couple of years ago, this motivational video, just do it, just do it. It is that simple, or it can be that simple. You just need to decide to do it. Everything else is a bonus that you don't need. But in an attempt to need this motivation, or an attempt to need this extrinsic motivation, or intrinsic one for that matter, you kind of lose the point of it. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter how you felt about doing something. What matters is that you did it or that you didn't do it. That's what counts. And if you're putting a lot of pressure on yourself, it is that pressure of, I have to do this because of reason X, Y, and Z. Or it would be good to do this because of reason A, B, C. Or it would be nice to do this because of reason whatever, M and O. It doesn't really matter. All of these reasons are just bonuses. And you don't need any reason to do what you want to do. It's your life. If you choose to do something, you choose to do it. That's all that matters. So try to take the edge off. And a little way to, a little practical exercise to do that is just to cut your internal thoughts off after you've made your point. After you've made your decision, after you've given maybe a very fluffy reason, just don't explain it to yourself. So, for instance, me recording this video today. I know I'm way behind, and I should have done way more videos, but today I was just like, all right, just sit down and do it. And immediately my brain went, why? You're already behind. You need to record like 10 videos today. You need to do this, you need to do this. Do you have the motivation to do this? And it didn't matter. No, just sit down and do it. Here I am. I choose to do it. That's it. Everything that comes after that is reasons, is excuses, and everything after that just gives you more opportunities to put that pressure in and put resistance in. So what I mean by that is, for example, if I explained, I will record videos today because I'm behind and because I need to do it, because people expect them to, because I'm behind, because I need to, and because people expect them to, are all things that can and might be used against me. Oh, I'm behind. Now I feel terrible about that. Others expect it. Oh, now I need to give them something that they want to see because I need to do it. Now I don't even have a choice in the matter anymore. It's pressure after pressure after pressure. And we do this all the time to us, giving ourselves this pressure in various different circumstances, and end up just procrastinating on it because we put on such a burden on ourselves. So let that go. Allow yourself to just do it because you choose to, and for no good reason whatsoever. You do not need one. And if you do want one, then say because you want to. And that's it. So let that sit for a while, and try the next time to, when the thought comes up of why you should do something, not to give an explanation. Just saying because. Because of what? No, just because. You don't need to justify it to your mind. In the end, life is just a matter of choice. That's what it all boils down to in the end. Because we do not know how things will turn out. You do not know whether that thing that you pressure yourself so much to do will actually lead to something good or something negative, whether it will make you happy or not happy. You cannot know. All you can do is choose and hope that you're leading in the right direction. Sometimes you are, sometimes you're not. And all of this explaining, all of this extra stuff, why are you doing that? I mean, when it comes to fun things, or when it comes to things you wish for, when it comes to, for example, food that you enjoy, you don't explain yourself like why you like that. You like the taste. Maybe you like the crunch, maybe you like the texture or the flavor or the freshness of it. And then someone asks you, why do you like that? You don't know. You've never considered it. Never needed to justify it. If you enjoy a certain type of salad, you're saying, oh, I love the freshness of the salad. Why do you like freshness? I don't know. Beats me. No clue. Remember when maybe you were a little kid and you kept asking your parents, why this, why that, why that? And eventually your parents maybe got mad and just said, because that's just the way it is. Because that's just how the universe works. Because there is just things that are and some things that aren't. And your parents get really mad at you, or maybe you have kids and they've done this to you, and at some point you were just done. That's the exact same thing. At some point, there's just no more explanations. You might as well get to that point early on and just take out all the pressure and all the fluff and all the extra crap in the middle. So just decide. Decide because you want to do this. Decide because this is what you choose your life to be like. And yes, sometimes that'll lead to some negative consequences. But as long as you decide and not give a reason for it, you'll also take more responsibility for that. And when you take more responsibility for things, you have more opportunities to change certain aspects of your life. It all is intertwined. I'm trying with these videos a lot to make self-improvement as simple to understand as possible. But if you've watched a couple of these videos, or if you followed me on Quora and read a lot of these posts, you will see that it all is intermingled. Everything affects everything else. Which is why at the end of the day, you just want to leave it as simple as you possibly can. Otherwise, it gets way too much of a mess. So if you're taking something with it, take with you one thing. If you're watching a lot of these videos right now, maybe back to back, please pick one of them. Try one of these things out that I'm trying to teach and actually implement that in your life. That'll give you way more of a benefit than just watching all of them. And yeah, just do it one step at a time and try to keep things simple. I know we're talking about complex issues here, and there's a lot of stuff that goes about that is intertwined with this, but you want to, as best as you can, just to live a simple life. That will usually be the happiest. And with that, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all next one.